This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 20. One-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready? No, we're waiting.
Right there, 54 Mike. Check me out.
Breeze now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now Breeze. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings?
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Breeze. This is caught by Gibb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze going to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. K.J. Wright able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.
The first one that he threw, He couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check it. Check 26.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Penny, the first down carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And avoids the contact by sliding. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Check three.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. He will push his way down to about the 14, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Easy.
To throw, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Breeze now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Breeze now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Get off the field. Yo, kill.
Again, it's Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This is Carson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On second down, it's Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Carson. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 54 Mike. They can't hang with that. 5-8. 54.
Breeze now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. K.J. Wright getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To throw is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. K.J. Wright. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second, I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
Yeah, as far as he's...
And this is caught inside the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're... Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. They run again with Carson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Carson. He's got a first down past the 30. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 84 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. K.J. Wright in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Breeze to throw. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Sheldon Rankins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Carson. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Here's Wilson, able to shake him off. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Breeze. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright in there to make make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different